I like to play in the dirt. How about you? You ready to go to work?
No.
Come on, Mr. Farmer Brown.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Okay. All right, next up in this video part 5 series, we have some things to do with the other seedlings that I had seed started. Also, they're 3 weeks along. So we're gonna go down over to our new prep table that I love, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with them. Hey, well, we're over here at the prep table. Some of you may have been wondering if you watched the construction of our prep table or if you watched the video on how we use this whole setup and the reclamation box. You might have been wondering, what in the world is this bucket for? Well, this bucket is for potting mix. I have a batch of Larry's mix in here and I've dampened it for the purpose of doing seed starts, or I have a lot of pots around here, you know, like for flowers. So it'll be real easy for me to haul everything down in my wagon, clean it, and with the sink over there, and fill it up and plant it, and then take it to its location. But for now, what we're doing is talking about the seed starts. The ones that I had started 3 weeks ago, you might remember that the majority of them had 2 or 3 seeds per pot. And I even showed you how I clipped out down to 2 or 3 seeds in each of them. I think that was, I don't know, video 2 or 3. What I need to do now is eliminate it down to 1 per pot. We talked about being leggy. These are some Brussels sprouts. No, I'm sorry, this is broccoli. It's definitely leggy. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to correct that today. Now, normally what you would do is just cut one of them out, but it sure is hard to do that. Plus, I've got a friend that I always give her my extra seed starts that I'm not using in my buckets. So I want to try to save the extra one by repotting it in another net cup. So I'll do that right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a whole tray here of net cups ready to go, and I am going to get me a nice big deep hole in the center of this net cup. The reason I want it to be nice and deep is because I'm going to try to take it as far down as I can in the net cup to give it some stability. Take that out. I'm going to carefully squeeze that. Now, you can use something like a spoon if you wanted to just kind of scoop that out. But what I like to do is carefully separate and see how they fall out. And they fell out nicely. I'll lay that one. Stop there for a minute. Cut. Whoa, horsey. Time out. Pause. I don't know what's going on with Lucy Brain down there. She's interrupting me planting my seeds. Some more seeds. But apparently she doesn't have her brain quite on, because she forgot to tell you something really important. So, I guess I'll do it for her. I'm getting my garden book here, my notes section. When you talk about seeds and transplants, they kind of come into 3 categories. They're kind of like, I think of them like babies. You have the easy babies, you have the fussy babies, and then you have a 3rd category that's really kind of more like teenagers, and I call that the direct sow, no transplant. When you're talking about seeds that are in the easy babies, you can do what she's doing down there and carefully separate the seedlings, because they don't mind so much having their roots disturbed. So you can do that. And there's a category, luckily a long list of easy seeds. So let's go over that first. Here, I'll put it up on a chart. All right, here's the list of the fussy ones. Couple of things about the fussy seeds. First off, you only want to start them about 2 to 4 weeks before it's transplant time. I mean, really, the only reason why we start seeds in the first place is to save time so you can get them going and growing when you don't have your garden perhaps quite ready, or the temperature's not right, it's too hot. That's especially true for us in the South when we're trying to plant a fall garden. When you start these seeds, you want to put 2 or 3 in your pot, but when it's time to narrow it down to just 1, you don't want to mess with the roots. If you mess with the roots, you can likely kill the plant. So it is best to just take your sharp pair of scissors at that point and cut out the ones that are weaker looking, leaving only 1 strong one. Now with those last 4, the okra, beans, corn, and peas, I have seed started them, especially the corn, because in the rain gutter garden system, when you're planting the corn, you want to plant corn seedlings that are all about the same height. That way they're going to tassel, start germinating at the same time. If you've got short corn and tall corn, and some are starting to grow their stalks and some aren't, then you're not going to have as good a production. The last category would be the direct sowers. So I hope that clears it up. With the easy category, you can separate the seedlings, not worry too much about damaging with the roots, like being demonstrated down below. The fussy ones, you can't do that. Clip it off, leave only 1 in your net cup. So Lucy, I guess you can take it away again. Action. Okay, so I've got this net cup. I need to take a little bit of this out because this potting mix that's already around the existing root is bigger than my hole. So I need to make my hole a little bigger. I'm going to carefully let some of this fall away. And I'm doing that because I want to get it down as far as I can in the net cup. So down it goes. I'm holding carefully on the little plant. Now I will add soil around it for stability. Not soil. And voila. Now instead of just 1 deciso broccoli that was in there, we have 2. Hold that up carefully, gently. Add some more soil. Now if by some chance I was burying it to where it was these little colloidin, I never can say that word. They're the first set of leaves that come out on a plant. If I was burying those, instead of burying them, I would simply pinch them off because they're not necessary. And voila. My transplants are all divided. They're planted a little bit deeper. I've got a whole lot more of them. plenty to share as well. These will take about a week to harden off. They've got their 1/4 inch of water in them. Week to harden these off, and then hopefully we'll have all our buckets out there for these specific transplants ready to go. And remember, bye and have a good one.